3, 2, 1.
On day one, there were 2 people, and then 4, and then 16. In 3 months, it's 1 billion. That's where we're headed.
It's one person coming in from China, and we have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
Okay, President...
We will have no choice but to totally destroy North Korea.
Now in the Middle East, the peace of a troubled world and the hopes of an oppressed people now depend on you.
Because despite our differences, we count on the press to shed light on the most important issues of the day.
And we can count on Fox News to terrify old white people with nonsense.
Interestingly, also, about 80% of the people that get infected with this virus don't know it because their symptoms are mild or not at all. And so they can spread the disease to about what can we do to help travelers stay healthy while they travel and at the same time not become spreaders of disease. And we need to be concerned about travelers to that. Now, some people think that you can stop infectious disease at the border, maybe by using some modern technology like this infrared scanner that detects people with fevers as they arrive in airports. Now, that's a good, it works a little bit, but it won't stop them. And the reason, won't stop infectious diseases, and the reason is quite simple. Infectious diseases have incubation periods. That's the time from when you become infected to the time when you become sick. And during that time, you feel well, you look well, you travel well, you're undetectable. And when you travel, and while traveling or when you get home, you might inadvertently spread the virus or that you've been infected with. So travelers...
Something more lethal than SARS is what worries you. That's something to be keeping you awake at night.
Respiratory diseases are very scary because you're still walking around on a plane, a bus, when you're infectious. Unlike some other... Well, there's no good feeling that comes on something like this saying, I told you so. If anything kills over 10 million people in the next few decades, it's most likely to be a highly infectious virus rather than a war. You know, I just think back of could I have been more persuasive? But we've actually invested very little in a system to stop an epidemic.
We have it under control. It's going to be just fine. We have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
World's worst fear, the global pandemic. But what would happen if such an outbreak really did happen? One that threatens millions or billions of lives? Is the government prepared for something like that? How will we even find a vaccine? Well,
Then have the world essentially not listen and not prepare.
Well, there's no good feeling that comes on something like this saying, I told you so.
And we have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
Okay,